Alrighty, guys. Happy New Year. Welcome to our first episode of the year.
Woo!
I'm joined with Mike.
How's it going?
So, we're doing car pods at the moment. I know Doug's child decided to come early. So, congratulations there.
Congratulations, guys.
We're proud of you two. Can't wait to see the baby, hold the baby. So yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take us a while to get used to the car pod. Like, if you wonder where we're at, we're currently sitting in Wal-Mart parking lot.
I feel my skin burning at the moment.
You just can't get away from this place.
Ah!
Oh man, now things have been hectic. Like, I'm just so glad that the holidays are over, that we're back to normal.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get even more back to normal whenever Doug makes it home and we can, get back in the groove, make some good content.
Yeah. I know we were going to get together like a week ago, but we both hectic schedules. We were both tired the day that we said we were going to do it, and we just decided to just take another week off. So
It was exhausting time, I tell you. Like, getting to work at like dark, basically, getting there at like 5:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
6 in the morning, and then not getting home until like 8 o'clock, 8:39 at night. Dude, it took a toll. I thought about quitting, just walking out several times. I thought about just, fuck this, I'm out.
I can't say that I had long days like that, but there were a couple days where it was like where I went from like 4 to 4 to almost 5. So I feel your pain.
Yeah. So, this new year, we got a lot of cool shit planned. I mean, we've been bouncing around different video ideas and,
Yeah.
and what we're going to do. I'm not going to give anything away, but I'm just excited because I know this is going to be like a new era for us.
Brand new year, brand new era. We'll say brand new season.
Brand new season. Season 2.
Ooh. Well, why don't we leave season 2 for March?
Yeah.
When we first finally got it going.
Yeah.
So
We're hitting the end of season 1 now. How many episodes are we in?
30.
And
I think.
we're still terrible.
I think we've gotten better through the year.
We have.
9 months.
It's funny, speaking about progress and stuff. I went back and I ripped some of those old audio files
Yep.
from the very first show, so I could practice in my new doll that I got. And just listening back to it, I could hear in our voices just how unsure and scared we were. In that first episode, it was like, okay, I don't know what to say. I'm going to give it to you. I don't know what to say. I'm going to give it to you. And we did that for like the first 10 minutes.
What's funny is we actually had 2 episodes before that we had recorded, but we never got.
Yeah.
Because it decided to like cut right in the middle of it. And we had been talking for at least 30 minutes over it cutting out.
Yeah. They were some good episodes. I'd still like to get my hands on them and try and,
Piece it together, rip it together.
Yeah, throw together some lost footage. Well, tapes, I should say, not footage,
Ooh, a
because
sex tape.
sex tape
Ooh.
after hours.
Oh, man. No, I say some pretty raunchy stuff in there. About homeless people.
He's teeing off.
It wasn't intentional. It just,
No,
just happened.
it was a slip more than it wasn't. It wasn't mean spirited in any way. He said something and he didn't mean it the way that it sounded. It was all it really was. Much like the women's sports. What is this bullshit? So how was your Christmas?
It's pretty good. We opened up gifts. Emily loved her gifts. We also went to her grandparents We had Christmas lunch there, and then we came back home. We ate. They ate a pizza, and I had some snacks.
Oh yeah.
And then a couple of my sisters came over, opened up a few more presents, and a couple. And I think 2 days after that, I went and had presents opening up again with them. Finish opening up the gifts and such. So I mean, it was pretty good.
Good. Yeah, good time, good food, family.
Snacks is where it's at.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
How about you?
It was really good. Like, the sad thing was I didn't feel the Christmas spirit all year long until Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Like, until Christmas morning, it didn't hit me because, like, I work for the post office and I deliver a lot of crap, and just hours, it kind of takes you out of the moment. It kind of takes you out of the spirit. But that morning, getting up and seeing Warren open his gifts, and Mom and Dad and my sister all with theirs, it brought it all back that morning.
Good.
So I was glad to feel it at least just a little bit.
Good deal. It's
yeah.
exciting.
So it ended up being really good. We had a pretty good lunch that day, and New Year's Day too. New Year's, I'm amazed that I stayed awake until midnight.
I made it till about 10:30 and decided, I gotta get up at 5 o'clock. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah. You're like, I've seen this shit like 30 times.
I've seen that ball drop.
I've seen it before. I mean, it's crazy too. Like, I kind of watched some of those New Year's Eve, like, the rock shows and stuff that went on. And, like, back in the day, they used to be so solid. And then I watch them now, and it's like, I don't know who that is. I don't know what this song is. This is terrible.
I think, I want to say, like, when we were younger, like, we were more, it felt like it was better music back when we were younger than it is now. Absolutely. And I'm not saying that all of today's music is trash. I'm just saying you could listen to all genres and not just be a part of one.
Right.
Like, when we were younger, boy bands were huge. We could listen to boy bands then and not get, judged for it.
Yeah. I still listen to boy bands.
I do too. Backstreet Boys, woo!
Because Boomer will spontaneously send me him singing a Backstreet Boys song in his car while he's waiting to go into work.
Hey, I mean, you can't...
When it's not Aerosmith.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one. I ain't done that in a while, have I?
Not in a minute.
It was to our old friend
Dakota.
I was gonna say the Jew, but that might not go well.
Yeah, he's there, Kanye.
God.
No, man, it's funny because you mentioned Dakota, because I have this like picture of us when we were seniors and we were just goofing around.
Is that up against that pole or that gate, that fence?
This, not that one. This other one. It's all of us. There was like a picture day going on at school, and we all laid down on this beanbag, and we took like this like weird like girly photo. Mike, you'll have to add it on the screen, and I don't know, man. Just whenever I think of those guys, I think of that picture, and it just reminds me of those old times.
Yeah.
Like Big J and Little Mike, Dakota, all those guys. They're just some fun times.
Hold on, I got a cut. Are you gonna is in the picture?
He is.
Or are you gonna blur out his face?
100%.
And go.
And action. Yeah, I don't know, man. Part of me wants to find like a charger for my old computer too.
Yeah.
Because I have a bunch of pictures on there from like my junior year and my senior year, and I really want to relive some of those memories.
Yeah.
Because it's been I don't know. It's been more than 10 years. I know that. It's been a minute.
Let's see. We looked at my old my yearbook, like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So I think that was the last time I really reminisced about high school with you guys. I know I reminisced a few times with some old friends and such. But,
Yeah.
But yeah,
The good old days.
those were the good old days. The good old days where you could tackle somebody and, you want to fight them the next minute.
Yeah, right. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, I was looking for some medicine and stuff for Warren, so I had stopped
Is he
it.
sick?
He has been sick.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad. I mean, he's been a good sport about it, but I worry about him so much.
Yeah.
I stopped at the Dollar General out on 82, and then from there, like, they didn't have what I was looking for. So from there, when I go home, I just go down like towards Jones Road, and then I take the back way where Howard used to drive.
Yeah.
And it reminded me because I drove by there, and Howard used to come around that corner, and it would, like, when it was mud down there, it would just like slide in the school bus with fishtail. It was awesome.
Oh man, I love those bus rides.
Yeah.
Like, Howard, hurry up and get home. I'm gonna miss Arthur.
Dragon
The
tails.
Dragon Tales.
Yeah, man. I was a lot of reminiscing going on. I guess I'm getting old because I'm just thinking back to a lot of stuff, and I'm like, I really, really miss the old
I
days.
feel like there was another PBS show that I used to bullshit with them about. I know those two were the main ones because
Yeah.
everybody loved Arthur and Dragon Tales.
Yeah. I remember you used to know the words to the Dragon Tales theme. Oh, speaking of Arthur, there's this. I wish we never lost it. Like, on Chance's Xbox back around 2013 or
Something
a
like
little
that.
earlier than that, maybe, probably 2011. Whenever he got a Connect, he bought that U-Star. I don't know if you remember U-Star,
Yeah.
but we used to make music videos on there. What we'd do is we would take a phone or radio and we'd set it up by the speaker thing. So we would record the audio, and then we would just dance along like a music video. And I did the Arthur song. And I wish to God we still had that, but I don't. He gave that Xbox to his nephew, I think. But
U-Star is what it's called?
yeah,
We might have to
invest.
invest in this stuff.
Yeah, because one of my favorite things was there's a scene from Forrest Gump that you could reenact where he's sitting there talking to the old lady on the bench. He's like, "Would you like to see a picture of Lieutenant Dan?" And she's like, "Well, yes." And Chance is sitting there. He's like, "Would you like to see my penis?" She goes, "Yes, I would." And Chance goes, "It was awesome." I wish we had never lost that footage.
Yeah.
We used to do one with the Wizard of Oz too all the time. It was you could do it where you were interacting with one of the characters on there,
Yeah.
or you could do it where you're interacting with another person. It'll cut
Yeah.
both the actors on the screen out. And me and Sonny did the Wizard of Oz, and he was son of a bitch. He was the
Something tells me Sonny would be the monkey.
Boomer went boom. Just by the way, in case you're wondering what happened.
No, I didn't either. That was Mike. Oh, 100%.
But
Oh, U-Star? I gotta look this up.
he ended up being the Scarecrow, and he was like, "You gotta take me with you," and I just screamed in his face, "Fuck no!" But it was pretty funny. We're gonna have to play that game. It's like
U-Star Xbox.
it's like YOO Star or something like that. It was fairly inexpensive back in the day. Probably shot it. There it is. There's the second one.
I may actually have my Connect somewhere in the house.
Oh really?
I'd have to do some digging.
It's a fun game. It's a really fun game.
232 used.
We're gonna have to get it.
Game only. Alright, I'm gonna add it to my cart and I'll deal with it later.
Oh yeah, because we'll have to play that on a future episode.
Yeah. Agree with that.
I want to do a lot more like the fun, like older gaming stuff we used to do, like Rock Band, Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I don't think we could do those because of copyright though.
That's true.
I mean, we probably do it on YouTube. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean we could just Well, no, I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll figure something out. At least we can just play those games somewhere else.
Yeah.
We can do Steam on those games or something.
I don't think we can do it on.
Or not Steam.
I don't think we can do it on Twitch because of copyright.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
So,
But anyway, we'll figure something out.
we'll figure it out. Even if we gotta like do Patreon it or something. I don't know.
That'd work. As long as everybody kept their mouth shut. Don't report us.
Nah, we used to play the fuck out of Rock Band and shit like that.
Yeah, you and Doug had like an extensive list of tracks that y'all bought through the years on like Rock Band.
Yeah, and you know it's all on our Xbox. Like I could pop the disc in and pull it up, but fuck, I haven't turned my Xbox on like in a long time. So
Yeah, man, I can't tell you the last time I actually got to sit down and play a game. The other day, I was setting Warren's Xbox up for him, and he was wanting Goat Simulator again. Which,
you know they made a Goat Simulator 3?
did they?
They did, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They skipped 2, I think.
I'm not going to tell him that because he'll have me unlock all the trophies on it again.
You did it?
I spent forever unlocking those things. I spent like half a year unlocking everything.
So I know he who must not be named, and Doug spent a good chunk of time unlocking achievements on there years ago, and then I was in my leisure time I was doing the same thing. We never unlocked them all. I think I got pretty close to it, but that's the thing that I like doing. Like once I like with PS5 now, like once I buy a game, and I'll play and try to get all the achievements for it now. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's just something I'm into doing.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Once you get it completed, get all the achievements and everything, it's like,
well, shit, we did that with WWE, the 2K22. Dude, before I went on vacation, I wanted to 100% the game, like get all the achievements for it. And my God, after I was done, finally did it, my thumbs were so sore that I couldn't really pick up a pen to write anything.
oh man.
Yeah, like just button mashing on some of that. So there was a trick where you could button mash and get them to submit in certain matches, like as soon as it starts, like 5-second matches. And I was doing that, and I was just like hurting myself. I was getting to the point where I was hurting all the way up here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't recommend doing it, but
No.
I can't say that I'll ever pop the game back in. I probably will to do like a little thing with Doug, but I don't know.
You're kind of over it now?
I'm kind of over it right now. Like, I'm happy I did it, but I'm also like upset that I did it so quick.
I feel that.
It's like after we started, like we bought the game day one, we played it for a while, and then we both stopped. And then when we picked it up again, because we were doing like a little My GM mode for Twitch, which we stopped doing, we started doing chasing the achievements. And then by the time we started to the time I ended was like a month. Like
Oh yeah.
a month and maybe like 2 days. And just felt drained. Because it was like every day I'd spend 4 or 5 hours on it. And there were some that you couldn't do, and you had to do consecutive days in a row. And that's the reason why I played it so long, is to get that. But the button mashing, like there was one of them that you had to do like win 500 matches. There was one where you had to win X amount of matches per this rule, that kind of thing. It's just
Right.
you just got sore and you're tired.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to have those days where I go hard playing video games, and then like I'd be like just drained for a few days, just be over it, and like I'll take a break for a while.
Yep.
And then a few weeks would pass, and okay, now I'm ready again. That's how I am with almost everything nowadays. Like even playing music and stuff, I'm like, even listening to it, I'm like, I'll listen to music for about a week or two, and then I'll switch to podcasts, or I'll quit playing guitar for a while, and then I'll pick it back up later on. It's just sometimes I do find pleasure in those things, but it's just the monotony of it. Sometimes it's just like, okay, well I'm doing the same thing, so
I just don't have time to do it all the time anymore. Like,
yeah.
Like I'll sit down like the past few days because I've had off. I had to watch Emily since she's out of school, but we played Minecraft, and that's probably the most video games I've played since before Christmas.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I just didn't have time. And when I did have time, I just wanted to relax.
Yeah, I feel that. I definitely feel that.
And sitting on the couch, just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
The holidays, gotta love them.
It's a love-hate relationship with the holidays nowadays.
It depends on what you do.
Yeah.
Like I work in retail, so I deal with
Mm-hmm.
several different holidays throughout the year. It just
Yeah.
gets kind of tiring. I know you deal with basically it all year round because of birthdays and stuff like that.
Yeah, it does get old. I don't like, at least with mine, I get to be alone for a majority of the time. So like I'm not really dealing with people per se. I'm dealing with their packages and stuff. But like with you guys, like you're constantly having to deal with people, like just being around you or in your space.
Yep.
And for me, that's just something I can't. Like I couldn't do that. Like I have to. My favorite part of my work is that I'm alone.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. Like I'm alone, but I'll listen to podcasts and stuff. So it's just like I'm not alone.
Fair enough.
I like it. Because I mean, I remember all my old jobs. I used to be like dealing with people all the time. Because working over there at Dollar Thrifty, where we all got our start basically.
Pretty much. I fucking hate that place.
All of us worked there, and I fucking hated it. I hated answering phones.
I forgot you worked there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I worked there for almost half a year or so before I quit.
I made it 10 months before I quit.
It was just a bullshit job. I hated it. I mean, looking back now, I could do it because it's so easy, but it's just mind-numbing.
So,
you repeat the same thing over and over and over.
My big thing is with retail, like you can get screamed at to your face,
Mm-hmm.
and then they can see you getting pissed off, and they may like back off. But when you're on the phones, they can't see your reaction.
That's true.
So it's harder mentally to deal with like phone calls than it is like in person.
I can see
If
that.
that
Yeah, I
makes sense.
didn't think of it that way, but yeah, you're right.
I'd rather it be face-to-face interaction. That's why I don't like talking on the phone. That
Yeah.
place is the number one reason why I don't like talking on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Just know that if I answer the phone, it's probably like surprise. I answered the phone.
Yo, that's you and I. Usually, it's Snapchat, and we'll video message.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but that's I don't think you and I have ever talked on the phone.
Probably not since we were in high school.
Yeah, I don't think we've since high school. I don't think we've made a phone call to each other.
No, we just text message.
Yeah,
And then now, like texting is going away. It's like Snapchat or.
that's all I do. I hardly like a text message. Is like mostly work related stuff for
Yeah.
me, and that's about it. Like everything else, I just do social media.
Yeah. Social media's taking over the world, man.
It is. This world's gone mad. So, Boomer, is there any movies coming out in the future you're looking forward to seeing?
So something I found out today. I gotta pull it up because I seen it right before I left the house, and I know one time we talked about Pauly Shore, and
You got a new movie?
he just had a movie release on Netflix.
Ooh,
On me.
I like this.
This movie on his Instagram, because that's where I seen it. It says, "Heads up, dudes! Now streaming on Netflix. The movie's called Guest House, and I play a guy that won't leave the guest house. Meet Randy Cockfield." So yes, Pauly Shore has a new movie out on Netflix.
I'm gonna have to get Netflix just to watch this.
As I know, I love Pauly Shore enough to watch. Watch it. So
To spend the $20 to watch the one movie.
I got I think I got a text message from Netflix saying my subscription is up because I didn't renew my subscription the other day. I think it was yesterday, and I was like, I forget about reoccurring billing on there.
Yeah.
So I think one of my cards just expired. So yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I've got too many subscriptions to these video services. Like, Hulu's my favorite, hands down. Like,
I watch a lot of Hulu Live, but that's because of football right now.
yeah.
And then I'll probably keep up with it because of hockey.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to branch out into the world of sports more. I know younger I could not stand to watch hockey, but over the past few years I've watched a little bit more of it, and those guys are pretty talented.
Very.
and I say that because they can skate on ice. I do not skate with rollerblades. I will not do it at all. When I was younger, I fell flat on my back. Told myself I'll never do it again.
I don't blame you. I had a similar situation.
So, if you ever see me at a roller rink or whatever you want to call it, skate house or whatever, I will not be on skates.
We'll be playing games in the corner.
I will be sitting on the bench by myself, like Steven Glansberg.
Fucking Steven Glansberg. It's funny because I like to throw the Steven Glansberg thing out there just to see if anybody gets the reference.
Not a lot of people get the reference nowadays.
No, and it's amazing to me because, like, I remember being in high school, and it was the old MySpace days when that movie came out.
Yep.
And it was the first ad that I saw for a movie, like, plastered everywhere. It was super bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why that Steven Glansberg thing stuck with us all these years, but it did.
I love that movie, dude.
Where he
Fogel's like, "Gangstas, what's up, guys?" And he's really like West Side, and it's like, God dang.
It's such a good movie.
It brings me back to high school, like
Yes.
the times we used to have.
Yes. I was gonna say I was I think it was a sophomore or a junior when that came out.
You were a junior because I was a senior because
Yeah.
My buddy Jake let me borrow it, and dude, I watched it 5 million times before I gave it back to him.
Such a good movie.
And that's funny as they're having that sex scene, and he's like, "Is it it? Is it it?"
I think it's it.
He's like, "Oh my God, it's in."
The fucking cops busting.
Yep.
Oh shit. That's such a good movie.
You're right.
It kind of makes me want to go home and watch it after this.
Yeah, I know. That Step Brothers. I haven't watched Step Brothers in a while.
Yeah, I like to let it breathe for a while because, like, when it first come out, like on DVD, I got it and I watched it nonstop. I can quote that movie in my sleep.
So I watched it like 3 or 4 times in the theaters.
Yes.
I think I watched it with my sister for my birthday one year, and then a couple times. I think once with you. I want to say there was another time where I watched it with somebody else, but it was probably Jake Derrick actually.
Oh yeah.
But I loved it. I loved that movie, and then the one Sherlock and Holmes. I gotta say, out of all their movies together, that was the flop.
Yeah, I didn't like that one very much.
It just if it would have came out when Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes came out, it would have probably done better. But it just felt drug on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They released it too late in their lives to make it work. So
I agree. Speaking of Sherlock Holmes, I saw the other day where that just come into public domain the beginning of this year. So if you wanted to, you could write a story with Sherlock Holmes in it and not get in trouble.
Huh.
He's public domain now.
As
is Steamboat Willie next year.
Steamboat? The
original Mickey Mouse.
Yep.
Is public domain next year.
I feel like I knew that, actually. Like, I know I'm more of a Disney fanatic than you are.
Oh, absolutely.
But I felt like I knew that.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
The only reason I knew that is because I saw it posted in one of the groups I follow the other day. Because I listened to this one podcast, and this guy had always talked about wanting to write a comic with Mickey Mouse in it, and not being able to because of copyright.
Well, I mean, couldn't you like write it and just not sell it?
I mean, I imagine, but he's like a professional.
Oh, gotcha.
So like that was kind of like his whole thing. He was wanting like to write him into like a 5-10 book story arc.
I gotcha. I'll tell you a book that I miss reading as a kid.
What's that?
Hank the Cowdog.
Hank the Cowdog was the shit, dude.
Now, when we were younger, that was the shit.
Yes.
This has just become a random pod, hasn't it?
It truly has. It's just complete randomness, but I love it. I'm down.
Yeah.
For it.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen each other in a few weeks.
2-3 weeks since we finished up the
Christmas pod. Yeah.
That came out what, the 20?
That came out on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
But we recorded it like
A week before.
a week or two. Or
I know.
10 days, I think, before Christmas or so.
I thought it was like 2 days before Doug went to the hospital.
It might have been.
Because you remember, it was the day before. Because
yeah.
they went to the hospital.
Yeah.
Sorry,
You're
I
good.
mean bring that up. But
We'll jump past that.
anyway, but yeah, it's been almost half a month.
Yeah, that's the longest we've gone without actually seeing each other for a year.
Actually, I think when you caught COVID,
Yeah.
I think we waited a while.
Yeah, I was out for a few weeks during that period.
You had it pretty rough though.
Yeah.
I think during that time, Doug and I did a lot of Twitch stuff. Which, if you don't follow us on Twitch, it's Don't Write Back Show, right?
I believe so. Don't worry about it.
So, give us a follow on there. So,
Yeah, they play a bunch of fun games.
we actually had our account hacked. I'm not going to say how or what happened, but anyway, it wiped out all of our followers. So we were up to like 150 something. And yeah, we had to start from scratch. And I felt like that was like a soul stealer kind of feel.
It was kind of crushing.
It took away our momentum that we had going on, because we had it in our minds that by the 1st of 2023 we would be affiliate, and then when that happened, it's just like our momentum died.
Yeah.
It was hard for us to get it back, so
It was pretty upsetting. I mean, I don't really do a whole lot of gaming with them, but you know, we've done live shows and stuff, and it was just fun interacting with people, and you know, having people find you and follow you. Like that feeling was almost kind of like an addictive feeling.
Yeah.
Like whenever you hear that thing ping and you'd have a new follower,
new message.
Yeah, because I always love interacting with people. Like,
I do too.
that's what I liked about the live shows. I didn't want to do it all the time.
Well, I think we were doing it too much, and I don't know. It just felt, not to throw shade or anything.
Throw shade. Throw a bunch of it. But anyway,
You may just cut that little segment out.
I might. Maybe I'll leave some of it in.
Anyway, what's another topic? We went down a terrible rabbit hole, and now I'm trying to find my way out of that rabbit hole.
Help! I'm stuck.
I'm too fucking fat.
Just like Winnie the Pooh, stuck in a fucking rabbit's house.
Ass hanging out and everything.
He's be painting a picture on your ass. Oh shit!
So, have you tried 7 Brew?
I'm not, but I've seen it's doing really well.
They have like a German chocolate drink, and I really want to try it. German chocolate cake is my favorite cake. Believe it or not, I don't really care for chocolate, but German chocolate cake.
He doesn't care for chocolate or German people. I'm kidding. So are you going to try it?
Oh, I plan on it when I make my way that way. Probably on my days off next week. I'm probably drive and just get me one just to try it.
Yeah, I've seen the line there is like crazy long.
Have you been to the new Taco Bell over there?
I'm not, but I've heard a lot of shit talked about it so far.
I have too.
I've heard it's terrible. I still come over here to the OG.
Well, now you like get people going, well, that's just like Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people talk shit on this one, but we'll go to the other one. And it's just fine. But my first thought is a new fryer is going to be different than a used fryer that has had years of grease on it. Which one do you think would taste better to a fat person?
Right.
The grease one. Not a new one, a grease one. So just take that into account before you try something.
Right.
Don't expect it to be all like perfect.
You know, I've always said this, like some of the best places to eat are the ones that have been there a while and look a little run down. Like,
except for that one with bell pepper nachos. Fuck that place.
What was that? Senior Tequila or something like that?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Bell pepper nacho.
Damn shame. I was really excited. I thought it had bell peppers on it. Come back and the bell peppers are the damn nachos.
The look of disappointment on this guy's face. He was just like, what in the fuck is going on?
I felt so terrible. I almost ordered something else. But I didn't want to do that to the lady because the lady didn't know any better.
Yeah.
She didn't know. I didn't know.
Have you ever sent anything back at a restaurant?
Have I ever sent it? No.
I haven't either.
Well, I found hair in my food and I just pointed it out. Like, you want something else? I'm like, no, you just bring me the same thing. Just, I don't want hair in my food.
Right? No, I don't blame you one bit. No, I've always been too paranoid to send anything back because I'm like always afraid someone will fuck with my food.
You've seen Road Trip, right?
Yes.
He sends it back because he said no powdered sugar or whatever. Yeah. And I'm in the back, it's like freaking licking it and stick it in his crack and shit.
Have you watched Waiting?
Is that the one, the restaurant movie?
With Ryan Reynolds?
I have not, but I've heard terrible stories about it.
If you watch it, you'll understand my fear of having anything sent back or being rude.
I'm going to be honest with you, I did not know that movie had Ryan Reynolds in it. So now it's on my to-do list.
It's a really good movie.
If you haven't noticed, why is that focused? Okay. If you haven't noticed, yeah, I just did that. We all have a man crush on Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, absolutely.
And if you're a man and you don't have a man crush on Ryan Reynolds,
I question your decisions in life.
Ryan Reynolds has a crush on himself, okay?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm at the point where I'm jealous of Rob McElhaney for hanging out with him so much.
Right? Or Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
I just like get on TikTok just to watch one of his videos. Like, he's that one where he's like, but it's just a sweet, sweet fantasy. That one. I just like totally butchered that song. But I just watch that video every once in a while. And just like, I don't know.
Hey, if it makes you happy, go for it.
The whole Mint Mobile videos that he does, they're actually pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. I know, that guy's just a treasure, man. He is hilarious.
If there was a treasure for the United States, it's Ryan Reynolds.
Even though he's Canadian.
Oh, shit.
It's okay. we can claim it. He makes most of his movies here.
Well, Canada's not a real country anyway.
Yeah, blame Canada.
We'll send you Bieber back for him.
We'll trade you. We'll trade you straight up. Yeah, he's like got to be one of my favorite actors. Like the other day, I was watching.
I didn't know he was Canadian. Not that it matters. I was thinking of like the England has the Queen.
Oops. Mike and had the more you know.
The more you know. Damn.
It's okay. It's okay because he never talk about it really.
Tell you what, we will trade you Kanye.
Straight up.
Actually, we'll just give you Kanye.
You're gonna have him regardless, even if you don't want to trade. He's yours.
We're stealing his passport and he's yours.
Oh man! Just the other day, I was watching The Proposal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I love that movie so much. Chick flick, but I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I like all of his like chick flick type movies he does. Just Friends, The Proposal.
So I didn't watch Just Friends until like 2 years ago, where he's the fat kid.
Yeah,
That's actually a pretty good one.
I love it. That's so good. So Richard, should we start to wrap this thing up?
No, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Let's go with don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on our Twitters. It's somewhere around here. Might be like up there, down there.
We'll pop it up.
Well, it'll pop up somewhere.
And don't forget that Ryan Reynolds is Canadian.
And he is a beautiful man.
Sexy beast.
And, yeah.
Later.
See ya.
Deuces.